Is it recording now?
Yeah, it is.
Cool, get those questions up.
Ah,
Should we do an intro?
yeah, I gotta get my butt on this. I'm
You happy?
I'm so happy right
I'm happy
now.
together as well. Right,
Does the frame look okay?
you're sat incredibly close. It's not awkward at all.
You need to put your arm around
Oh,
that.
Hi!
hello YouTube!
We're gonna get
no, we
this thing
shouldn't call
started
them
now.
YouTube.
What do we call them?
You guys, hey you guys. Hey
Hey,
everyone.
you
No,
guys.
don't call them guys, that's gender normative.
Hey, you people.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to another episode.
Woo!
Thank you for
10,000
20.
subscribers!
It's 20.
It's 20?
It's 20!
Whoa!
We got
I thought it was
20!
10.
Woo!
Oh man! 20,000!
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for continuing to watch. And welcome to this episode where we're doing a Q&A.
Woo!
We asked you if you wanted to do some questions, and some of you put some questions in, so now we're gonna answer some of those questions.
I'm ready, hit me with a question. Oh, were you gonna say other stuff?
I gotta
You gotta get the questions up?
get the questions up.
I'll keep everyone distracted while we wait.
What are you gonna do?
It's distracting, isn't it? Oh, here we go. Then you can say who it's from?
Yes.
What if we can't read everyone's names?
Well, if we can't read your name, Louis apologizes.
Oh, you're not going to apologize? All right.
I
apologize.
also apologize. If we get, we'll try and say your name. So Raphael said, how did you guys meet, and why did you guys decide to make films together? And we met. I did a Catalyst assessment in London with these guys, and I liked it, and I thought it was cool, and I wanted to see if Louis wanted to start making film stuff, because I used to make some stuff way back in the day. But I wanted to get into it again because I love climbing. And then Louis said yes, and
He made a very good
that's how
impression. He had lots of good ideas. I've wanted to do more YouTube videos for ages, but I never get round to filming anything, and definitely don't get around to editing anything. So it works perfectly. I want to make videos. He wants to make videos. Let's go.
that we did that, and thankfully people enjoyed them.
Yay.
Okay, next one.
That's a great one. Okay, so this is
about-
from Life. Hi, I just started. I think that's their name. Hi, I just started climbing this year. I was making fast progress, but then I feel like I'm stuck around V5, 6 grades. What can I do to improve, as in drills and techniques? As far as I've understood climbing, and I try and sort of break it down into like a logical. Can you cut this bit so I can start again?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it's just more work for me, but
So that's fine. I don't care.
I know.
So settle down. So as far as I've understood climbing from a coaching perspective, it's simpler to split the areas for improvement into 3 broad categories. Everyone usually focuses on just the physical aspects of climbing, getting stronger fingers, getting fitter, getting more flexible, getting better core strength. Obviously that will make you a better climber. But I think often people have a tendency to only focus on a third of the areas they could improve on. So Life is exactly right by thinking, okay, what sort of drills or techniques could I focus on? I try and focus on what I'd view as the other 2 aspects aside from physical attributes. Climbing's hard work, it's tiring. I naturally tend to get stronger anyway. So I focus a lot on certain drills that improve various techniques, or a few others that I've come up with which I feel help me get better at concentrating when I'm under loads of pressure. We've actually filmed a couple of examples of those.
We've done a few, so
yeah.
you can go back and watch some of those.
We've only done 2 examples, but there's one which is, what do we call it, the 5-minute workout?
Yeah.
Yeah, five. It's like high intensity interval training for climbing. As I'll say in the video, the main purpose of it was as like a fitness workout, but it's also really good for teaching you just to try really hard, even if you're tired. And then we did another one about dynamic movement.
Elimination.
Elimination.
Is
There's
that-
a B
that's
in
the name.
elimination. Yeah.
Elimination.
That's a good name. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a couple of examples of the sort of stuff that I practice. If you want to find out more, I'm going to shamefully plug my business and say get in touch with Catalyst, because that's the main thing we do.
That was a long response.
Yeah, well, I'm
But
sorry.
very helpful.
Cut
very
it down
detailed.
then. No, that was a good question.
So this next question's from Noah, and he's talking about height as a climber and debate between the 2. And I think, well, I actually asked Tom Randall about this. Is there a perfect height for a climber? And the answer is no, because everything is so subjective based on the climb, based on the holds, based on the style, I guess. So a tall person might find it difficult on certain problems, and a short person might find it difficult on other problems. And, you just find the one that works for you, and it'll seem easier.
Just to add to that, if you are either a short climber or an exceptionally tall climber, my advice would be don't always rely on whatever certain advantage you might have. Like if you're really small and you find that you're always able to find really good alternative beta, like crimping on footholds, try and practice doing the lanky beta that your friends did, even if it means jumping. Otherwise, okay, alternate one, if you're tall and you're used to just lanking past hard moves, make sure you also do it the way all of your smaller friends do. Otherwise, you just don't practice something which is definitely going to come up in future.
And just because it might feel hard because it's for a tall person or it's for a short person or easy or whatever, just do it. Just try it. That's how you get better.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it so much.
Cool.
This one, people ask this one a lot. How often does Louis, this one is from...
Caboche. Fingerstyle guitar videos.
That's a plug, isn't it?
Well, have I just plugged him? Yeah, okay.
We just plugged him.
Caboche.
Well, how often do you climb a week? He climbs a lot. How often?
Like sessions or days per week? I usually take Fridays off, but sometimes I climb a bit. I guess like a high intensity hardcore session, 2, maybe 3 times a week maximum, probably a bit less than that. But I end up climbing at least a little bit pretty much every day. I go easy, listen to my body. If I'm feeling a bit achy and stiff, then maybe I don't climb much.
This one's from Corin. Do you do campus fingerboard stuff?
No. Years ago, I did a bit of fingerboarding for a couple of months. Haven't since then. Used to do... I haven't done it much in ages. Maybe we should do a video about it, but I haven't done much just campusing boulder problems. That's all I used to do.
I think that'd be a good video.
Yeah, we should campus some boulder problems. Let's do that. Okay, cool.
So you used to, not so much anymore, but you do a lot of climbing that relates to what you might get on those things.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, Boulder Bros asked me about starting a bouldering YouTube channel in terms of recommended camera gear, gimbals, editing programs, and those types of things.
Well, let me just answer this one for you, Andy, because I know all about... No, I know nothing about this.
I started editing on Vegas. I've used Final Cut. I use Adobe Premiere Pro now for my editing, which is great. A lot of people use that one. As far as cameras go, the 2 main things you want are good audio and steady, still.
You learned that audio thing the hard way with the start of this video. Series.
I don't want to make excuses, but I'll make excuses. I bought a DJI camera. I'll put the link down below. A lot of people are shocked that I shoot most of this stuff on a DJI Osmo Pocket, which is this tiny little thing.
I was super unimpressed when you turned up with that for our first video, because I was like, oh, I thought he was a professional guy. He's got this little thimble to film.
Don't judge a person based on the size of their camera, okay? It shoots 4K. It takes steady stuff. It's for run and gun stuff, which I need with Louis, because the guy doesn't stop. He's an animal in there, and I just gotta follow him around. I also have Panasonic GH4 for other stuff like we're shooting on right now. But for almost everything, the Pocket is great. It's super cheap. It'll get you started easily. The first videos, everyone was rightfully annoyed with the audio.
Sounds like it's filmed underwater, people said.
I know. So DJI didn't have the mic extension, so I couldn't do external mic. And then when I finally did get it, I had the first Rode VideoMic Pro, which is the oldest one, and when I started using it, it was bad. So I'll put links down below if you want to see the actual gear that I use. But I now have the new Rode VideoMic Pro, DJI Osmo Pocket, and then I got a GH4 with a bunch of lenses. But for starting, just get a Pocket. It's cheap and good audio.
Next question.
All right. Next question. Favorite meals? Who is this?
Oh, favorite meal before and after climbing. What traits would you like to have that the other has?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
what's your favorite meal?
Ooh, I don't know. It depends.
Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms, yeah. PB&J sandwich makes me feel pretty strong. I don't want to have anything too heavy. So,
sure, yeah.
Like if it's before climbing, if it's after climbing, burritos, chili, or sushi. I'm just listing foods I want now. Okay, go
We're so hungry. Every morning I have a peanut butter banana protein smoothie. That's probably my daily, my go-to. So I'll say that. And then pizza, obviously.
Cool. Good choice.
Yeah. Oh, what trait would you like to have of the others?
Your jawline.
My jaw.
Can I say that?
Louis' endless amount of energy. I'll go with that.
Oh, that's a good one.
And he tries hard all the time.
So this is from Yellow Bear 6, who says, how do you deal with setbacks in both climbing and in general? You want to answer this? You happy for me to answer? I've got a good answer.
Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. So let's just talk specifically about climbing. But I think everyone has days where they feel really, really good and they smash loads of cool boulders, and then a day when you feel a bit weak and you can't do any of the boulders that you smashed in the last session. And just general off days, or times when you're injured and you don't get to climb as much, or just life gets in the way and you're not as motivated about training, whatever it is. if you're only looking at your progress on a smaller scale, then it feels like sometimes you're going down and it's really demotivating. So what I've tried to get better at is just viewing my progress on a much larger scale. And so now I've noticed that although there are periods where my progress is declining a little bit, there are also periods where it's going up. And if I look at the bigger picture, it's kind of going like this. So generally trending upwards. So it's cool. So long as I keep turning up and plugging away.
Yeah.
If it's going down for a bit, that's fine. It'll go back up again another time. So I try and just chill out and go, it's a long journey. This is maybe like a bad bit, but it's going to get better again soon.
I think that's a great response. Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with that? Oh, cool.
I think that's
You
perfect.
want to add anything?
No.
Okay.
Gucci Brown, what is your most memorable
Oh, I
send?
thought that was your most memorable send.
That's not. No, that's the name
Okay.
of the person.
Well,
Okay, more recently, I just did a first ascent with Dave McLeod, and that was pretty special for me because that's where my grandfather was from. It was a very nice moment for me. So that one was like probably the most special. But before that, doing my first V4 out in Squamish, there's a V4 called Superfly, and I was really happy to get that. Yeah, that's a good one.
I did a first ascent in Morocco called As You Wish, and it was like powerful overhang, and then you top out into a high ball. First time I topped out to do this big long slab, I had a huge meltdown, and I cried, and I got really scared, and I couldn't come back down. So that's burned into my memory forever. But then I did get back down, didn't
Is there
die.
a video of that?
Yeah, there's a video of that. It's on Epic TV somewhere.
Go watch that on
Watch that
Epic
video.
TV.
You can see me crying. Then I
They
do
show
the
you
boulder.
crying?
Yeah, they show me crying,
Okay.
which I think is okay. People should cry a bit more.
It's fine.
Crying's healthy, guys.
It's
Yeah.
okay to be vulnerable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was feeling very, very vulnerable on that ledge. I was literally stood there going for about 20 minutes. Right, what now? Oh, so okay, this one's clearly for me. What hair products do you use? Because it looks
so good
it looks
all
so
the
good.
time in every
So,
video. This is
I use
Astron.
a
Thank you
really
for this
careful. You're not answering the question. It's clearly for me. I use a really careful blend of sweat and chalk,
one. Ooh.
and that makes it pretty good. Well, what do you use to make your hair?
Just some wax. It takes 2 seconds to put in the hair. But he's got just great locks.
You're obviously talking about this.
I love that question so
Me
much.
too. This is not even a question. That just
Alex
says, okay.
asks, hey guys, it'd be great to hear your insight on Louis' diet. Does he count macros or calories? Fasting? A typical day of food? It's not something we've really seen. Louis?
No, I eat a lot of macros. I eat
What kind of macros?
I eat macaroni. I eat macaroons.
All the macros!
all the macros. I eat all of them. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, no, I don't pay much attention to my diet. I'm vegetarian. And other than that, I think I'm very lucky to have a very active lifestyle and a really, really
High
good
metabolism.
Yeah, super high metabolism. So I eat
Everything.
a lot, constantly, all the time. I'm just trying to make sure I have enough energy. I think that's also probably the secret behind the limitless energy thing. Eat all the time.
His engine just keeps going.
So no, I don't fast or eat or count macros or calories. Sorry if that wasn't helpful to anybody, by the way. That one just says ape index. There's not even a question mark. 5 inches.
Go watch the underdog video. You'll find it.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, that's quite a good one. Peter O asks, what would you say is the most important thing to do to become a better climber in general? I've immediately thought of more than one thing. So
You get one, then I'll give him one. Or how many are you gonna do?
I've got 2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay, go slow on your warm-up climbs and pay attention to what you're doing. It's a really good time to practice stuff. Don't rush the warm-up. And thing number 2, as much variety as possible. Don't just stick to the one thing you're good at. Try loads of stuff. You can get good at everything that way. Done. All you.
I was gonna say consistency. You just showing up, putting your time in, because a lot of people expect quick things or think maybe I can just do 2 days a week. It depends on what your goals are. I think setting your goals are really helpful. But I know for myself, these last 6 months, I've been trying to push myself further, and I've been committed to 4 days a week. And sometimes it seems hard, and sometimes you just might be a little lazy and don't want to go. But if you just show up and keep putting in the time in, you got to put in while you're there, you got to work on your perfect practice. You can't just be at the gym.
Yes.
But I think showing up is something that a lot of people just don't do. So that's what I'd say.
That's
show
good.
up.
So show up, quality, purposeful practice on the easy climbs,
Yeah.
and
Warm up.
variety as well.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite type of rock to climb on?
This rock, granite in Magic Wood. It's all just good edges and overhanging. I love it.
I like sandstone.
Any others?
Hello
Hi
again.
everyone. So we're cutting the two Q&As together here. The memory on the card ran out. I'm burning my hand with this coffee right now.
Do you want to hold
I
it?
wanted
Are you
coffee
alright?
so badly. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay,
It's okay.
well,
I
just
got
burn
it.
yourself.
I got it.
Right.
So
hello
we're take two, part two.
Where were we? Because we've done some good answers to some good questions so
We
far.
did, yeah. And we got a nice background of
Yeah, this is
Switzerland
where we're
right
staying.
now.
It's very nice around
It's
here.
very nice. Very lovely.
So, okay, what's the next question?
Next question is from Carl, and his question is, what do you think about grade chasing and whether it's a good mentality or not?
Topical question, especially for this trip, because I've been saying I want to come here and do my first V14. I think that's a good goal in general because I'm aiming to just challenge myself and push my level. It gives me a specific focus of what to try. I'm quite motivated by the idea of a new personal best in my climbing. But then the result of it was that I started weighing up which of the V14s here I was most likely to do, regardless of which ones I thought I'd enjoy more. Then I put loads and loads of effort into working on the V14, while at the same time I knew there was a climb of a lower grade which I would enjoy loads more and I was neglecting just because it got a different grade to the other. So on the one hand, I guess I'm saying that, yeah, trying to achieve a specific grade is a really good way of motivating yourself. It shows progress. I, at least, got so hung up on it that I stopped enjoying it altogether. So, good in some ways, but be careful with it, is my view.
Yeah. I think the reason why a lot of people say not to grade chase is because you should be enjoying the journey as a climber and not be so results focused. So if your success as a climber is based on whether or not you get that next grade, eventually you're going to become miserable because you're going to get to a point where you can't climb the next grade. And they talk climbing is a journey. You can do it for your whole life. So if you want to be happier in general, it's probably best that you don't just focus on the grade all the time. Now, that being said, people are motivated by different things, and if you're motivated by a grade, then do it. People can tell you how to be, but you're going to be your own person, so just do that. If you want a grade chase, that's fine. I think also a lot of people like pushing themselves, and when you're pushing yourself, that's usually related to a higher grade. So I think there's nothing wrong with pushing yourself, finding a higher grade, and trying something. As long as you like the climb, even if you don't like the climb, who cares? Just do whatever you want.
Do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy.
Do it yourselves. It's all good.
Grade chase. Don't
Yeah.
grade chase. Who cares?
Right, last one?
Last one. Here
All
we
right,
go.
let's do it. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's end on that one. Okay. How much longer do you see yourself climbing?
That's from Corey.
Good question, Corey. At least another 1,000 years. It's been 2,000 already.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah, forever. As long as there's rocks.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you very
you
much,
for
YouTube.
watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. And
Filmed in front of a live studio audience. Yay, that was better. Well done,
that
guys.
was amazing. You guys nailed it.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you for watching, and
Oh, you made it awkward again. Bye. I'm going.
see
I'm
you
cold.
next week. Bye. I looked into Louis' eyes and I froze. What are we doing? I need more coffee.